Hi there. So let's have a look at this next task two. So many governments in the world spend large amounts of money on art, which helps to develop quality in people's lives. However, government should spend on other things rather than art. Do you agree or disagree? Give your opinion. So government expenditure, so good paraphrasing there, on art has increased. That has to agree, obviously, substantially in many countries, which is likely to increase the standard of living in citizens. Okay, is it likely? Or, okay, which is, I would go, is thought to be a bit more tentative here. To, um, thought to, I don't think it increases the standard of living. Increases the standard of living suggests you have a bigger house or a bigger car. Yeah? So I would say, which is thought likely to add cultural and even maybe cultural depth. Let's go. And understanding to people's lives. Or okay, to the lives of citizens. I can see that you are paraphrasing, but we have to be very careful when paraphrasing like this that it still makes sense. Yeah, uh, it's very dangerous to paraphrase and then read it through and think actually that says nothing. Not you, but sometimes that's the problem. Art, including funding museums or commissioning sculptures. I don't know. Uh, but it's important that you give an example. There, expand, so I know exactly what we're talking about. Uh, However, so this is the contrasting thing. However, others suggest that these funds could be better allocated to the healthcare centre. So I would upgrade that. Could be better allocated to the healthcare sector and should not be spent on art, okay, because you've said what it is here, but in any forms. And I support this statement, okay. All right, nice. In many developing nations, there is a need to develop and support the health industries, as in this way, we may move a step forward to build healthy citizens and therefore healthy societies. Okay. Now, be careful here because you're just going to talk to me about art. Okay, you're going to talk to me about healthcare, and I think you cannot dismiss art just as quickly as that. In this kind of essay, I think you need to say more about art, and I would say it. You could, if you're going to talk about healthcare here, this is to do with the structure of the essay. You could also say, however, you know, art is also quite important. Yeah, so I think you need to not ignore it totally because it's not an essay about healthcare. It's really about art, and you have to address this side of the argument. You can't ignore this in order to score well on task achievement. Okay, there is a need to support healthcare industries in order to now take out we. I don't want any. A bit like when you were doing your speaking, and I said make it more impersonal. I don't want any we in this essay. This is academic writing, so not you. Support the healthcare industries in a bid to invest in, okay, a bid to building healthy citizens. Can we build healthy citizens? Building a healthy lifestyle for citizens and therefore healthy societies. Okay, don't repeat healthy. Find another word there. A lack of basic infrastructure in government hospitals is quite evident in many countries, yeah, which could hinder. So my really important words here: could, might, may, really important, use those a lot, may hinder the less privileged class to seek proper and timely treatment. Okay, consequently, often these people, because of the absence of medical facilities, are left untreated and sometimes and and may die. Yeah. In different instances, government hospitals that's too casual, are severely underfunded and cannot support less privileged sick people. So here you could make a reference to art. However, the authorities, especially in large cities, have shown that they are have shown their enthusiasm to support large scale or to support the building of large-scale art galleries or to support exhibitions by local artists. I think you need to contrast this absence of funding here. So here, spending on art. Okay, this is not relevant to this essay. Okay, I don't want a healthcare essay. I want this thing about art. So, but you could contrast it quite nicely in there into that paragraph. In addition, in this image, don't use that. In addition, it's too informal. It's fine when you speak, but there's a big difference in formality of how we speak and how we write, especially this academic style, which is very specific. In addition, when governments are confronted with unexpected and unprecedented, I hate this word, but anyway, it's very current events, such as 19, it frequently becomes apparent. That's good. That. Okay. So I would move that. That years of under investment. Years of underinvestment may result in, or may have terrible consequences. Significant consequences. Okay, so just kind of upgrading the language and taking out we, just to kind of, and act smart is too casual. For example, in Italy, there were more COVID patients. Many people in dismay. Yeah, more than that. More COVID patients and beds in the hospital treatment due to years of underinvestment. Investment, in contrast, this situation was in stark contrast to recent spending on art projects for all school-aged children. I don't know, but you need to get this back to the title, because at the moment you are off the question. Okay, so make this contrast that they could have spent more money on hospitals, but they didn't. They preferred to spend it on children instead. Okay, no, same problem. Okay, go back to your question. Really understand the question here. It's very important. Okay, has it developed quality in people's lives? Yeah, you have to address both parts of the question. You can agree or disagree, but you've got to address both of it. In conclusion, people's lives are precious. Yeah, okay. Right. Again, I'm a little bit cautious about this, same reason. Okay. It sounds like you are making a comment. We don't need your comment, but you must say, in my opinion, okay, whilst I would say, teaching children, teaching and educating children about art, protecting our heritage, and giving people the opportunity to visit galleries in order to distract themselves and reduce stress. Those kind of arguments are really important. Yet, obviously, particularly nowadays, spending on the healthcare sector should be prioritised. Yeah, something like that in your conclusion would be the better way to go. Yeah, of course, it takes such a long time. It's crucial. Is it crucial? Yeah. How many words have you got here? 470. Yeah. Okay, well, 470 is way too long. Okay, 470, right, absolutely massively too long. Okay, cut yourself back. Um, cut yourself back, but also really important is do your planning. Make sure when you do your planning at the beginning, you're really reading that question carefully. Okay, that was my strongest recommendation today. And yes, cut it back, please, because then that will just make it your life harder. You won't have time and you lose a lot of points if you don't finish. Okay. Send me, please, your task one image, and then I can do that one for you as well. Okay, well done.